Kira from KiraWilliamsFitness.com, and today I learned something that I really, really want to share with you. And it's such a great little eye-opening thing to realize when you are the kind of person who struggles to get started on doing a project, or let's say you set a goal and you're having a hard time getting into it and working towards the thing that you want to achieve. But this is it's so profound. It's so simple, but it's also so profound because it makes such a huge impact on actually helping you make progress. So before I go into that, which I'm so excited to share, before I go into that, I just want to also share with you that I am currently accepting one-on-one mentorship clients. Yay! This is the first time I've ever opened up these opportunities. I have been doing group programming for a really long time where we work together for 12 weeks at a time, and we kind of work through a certain set of there's time domains on check-ins and the way we do certain things and emails and stuff like that. But this mentorship program is going to be completely different from that, because basically it's like having your best friend be a personal trainer and nutrition professional. You will get access to me basically anytime. Obviously I sleep, but you will be able to reach out to me. We're going to link up on Boxer, and you'll be able to text me as things come up. Monday through Friday, all day, every day. If you got questions for me, you just text me. If you want me to watch your squats, you send me a video. If you want me to look at a food label that you're thinking about eating, if you're thinking about going out to dinner and you're not sure what to eat, you can send me your menu. We're going to be doing this. This is currently open for enrollment now, but we have to make sure that you and I are going to be a really good fit. So to learn more about this, you want to go to KiraWilliamsFitness.com/sign up. Once you select that mentorship option, there is going to be an application that you will need to fill out, because like I said, this is going to be us working very, very, very closely together. So I want to make sure that you and I click really well and we're on the same page before we make this commitment. So like I said, KiraWilliamsFitness.com/sign up. Or just go to my website and then click join now, and that's going to be an option for you. But yeah, I'm really excited to have this opportunity, and there's a lot more details there on the site that I'm not going to continue to go on talking about now, because I really want to share with you the thing that I just learned. So I'm reading this book called Money, a Love Affair, a Love Story, Money, a Love Story by Kate Northrop. And one of the things that she talks about is this idea that when we have this project that we want to do, and it's just this big project, and we don't really know what our very first finite step is, the brain has a really hard time even getting started doing the very first thing. So the way that I liken this is, if you were okay, I'm going to paint my house. If I were going to paint my house, I wouldn't know what the first step was going to be. So I probably just wouldn't do anything. But that's the thing. You have this project that you want to do. You have a goal that you want to achieve, but you don't even know what that first step is going to be. So you just don't do anything. So you want to paint your house, and you're all right, well, I need to pick out a paint color. And weeks go by and you just aren't picking out your paint color. It's because that first step is just a little bit too much for you. So what you want to do is you want to break that step down into something even more simple. So you would say I've got to go to Home Depot. But then even the thought of going to Home Depot, when am I going to go? When does it fit into my schedule? Which Home Depot location am I going to go to? What am I even going to do when I get there? All of this can still be really overwhelming. So what you would actually write as your first step would be, okay, I'm going to determine which Home Depot I'm going to go to because and when I'm going to go. I want to go Saturday at noon. So I'm going to call both Home Depot locations and see if I can get an appointment with a paint specialist. Now, making a phone call, I mean, I hate talking on the phone, but like making a phone call to set an appointment, that's not that big of an ask. So that is a really good step that you could take. So let's liken this to getting in shape. Like, all right, I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to lose 30 pounds. But like, you keep saying this and you feel it and you mean it, but you're not taking the first step because you don't know what that first step is going to be. So you're like, okay, well, maybe I'm going to join a gym. 3 weeks go by, you don't join the gym because that's still a big step. Which gym are you going to join? When are you going to go? What are you going to do when you get there? Like, these are all questions that your brain is trying to process and trying to understand. And so just joining a gym can feel like too much. So rather than do that, you want to write down or choose what step you're going to take. And it has to be really simple. And so if like you think about what that step is going to be and it still feels like too much, then you need to break it down even further. And if it still feels like too much, break it down even further and further and further until you look at the step and you go, oh my gosh, I can totally do that. So maybe you hire me to write your workouts. So that way you know what to do. Or if you do work with me, one of the things that I always do with my clients is I break it down. I'm like, listen, we are going to focus on just this one thing. So I was just messaging back and forth with someone who has hired me before, but failed to actually take action with the workouts. So I'm like, listen, all I want you to do is I want you to look at Monday's workout next week. And I want you to familiarize yourself with the first 4 exercises. That's it. Chest press, bent over row, overhead press, lat pull down. Just familiarize yourself with those 4 exercises. And on Monday at what time do you go to the gym? 4 o'clock. At Monday at 4 o'clock, I want you to do those 4 exercises. You're familiar with them. You've watched your videos. You're going to do them 3 times. So simple, but you build on that really simple stuff. So if you have a meal plan, you're following a meal plan. I send you a meal plan. You're like, okay, this is a lot. This is way different from the way I'm used to eating. So this week only, I'm going to focus on my breakfast. So Kira recommends on this meal plan that I have Greek yogurt, a cup of Greek yogurt, a cup of blueberries, and an ounce of slivered almonds and a teaspoon of honey. This is one of the things that Kira recommends. I like that. I look in my cabinet, I have slivered almonds and I've got honey, but I'm gonna need to get the Greek yogurt and I'm gonna need to get the berries. Okay, I can do this. Measure it all out. Boom, boom, boom. This is my breakfast. Really consistent with it all week long. Awesome. Got it in the bag. All right, 1 week. Then the next week, you go, okay, I'm gonna focus on the lunches. Kira recommends this for lunch. This is what I'm gonna have. And then you do that for a week and it becomes second nature. And then you continue on, but you just break it into small, manageable chunks. I'm working with another woman right now who honestly, it seems like a lot. So I just said this was on a Thursday or Friday, I said between now and Monday, I want you to get in 60 minutes either on the bike or on the treadmill. There's not a whole lot of options there. It's 60 minutes and it's either going to be on the bike or it's going to be on the treadmill. When you have too many options, your brain freaks out and is like, I don't know what to do. So you need to figure out what that first very, very, very finite step is going to be. And then it becomes so much easier to take action. So if even this feels too much, like it's too much for you, this is where that mentorship comes in. I got you, okay? I can help you with that first step. I can help you with that second step. I can help hold you accountable to making sure that you do those steps. And if those steps are too much, then we break it down even further into something that is small and manageable. and will make a big impact for you. So even if it feels like, Kira, come on, really? Like this is gonna get me results? Guess what? Doing nothing is definitely not gonna get you results, but these little things compound. And that's where we start getting the big results, because you're gonna be able to maintain it forever. Anyway, mentorship is currently open for enrollment. Check out KiraWilliamsFitness.com/sign up, get the deets on that, or send me a message. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to doing this again soon.